What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. In today's video, we got a fun shoutcast in the Catch Cup with Salazzle. Salazzle is a Poison Fire type Pokemon. As you can see, it's got Incinerate and Poison Fang. That makes it one of the spammiest Incinerate users, and I have not seen this thing in PvP for a little while, but man, is it always fun to watch when we do. We got a green Noctowl backline to back it up, as we're playing probably what we've got. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because honestly, Catch Cup sucks. Also, reminder trainers, I am doing a group session like we did before with the team building session, except this one's on move timing. So if you're interested in getting a full 1 hour lesson on team building in the Pokemon Go, check out the link in the description of the pinned comments. 20 bucks US to get entry. And if you can't make it during the scheduled time of February 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be going out the link to anyone who did pay for a seat. As long as you can send me proof of payment, you'll get a guaranteed recording anyway. So this is going to be a fun one. Strap in, folks. Salazzle gets out of here. Ingredient comes in. The opponent has a Confusion. Well, I don't think you run it any other way. Monkey here. Confusion. The Monkey's going to get taken out here. Got Trailblaze on the Squirrel in order to deal with any water types like Whiscash. Get that attack boost. Going to try to go for another Trailblaze and just gets there. Annihilate is a very, very common Pokemon here in the Catch Cup, as you know, with a very good reason. It was probably the most meta thing to have come out all season, and everybody's pretty much got one. So Salazzle's going to go down, putting it all on the back of Noctowl, and the opponent has an Azumarill. Now, I know that Noctowl used to win this matchup in 2 Shields, I do believe, but I don't know if it does anymore because of the nerf to Sky Attack. So we're going to have to see if the opponent even has Ice Beam. If they don't have Ice Beam, I don't think there's a way they win this matchup. So we're going to see what the opponent goes for here. They have Ice Beam. Right, there's the Ice Beam. So we're going to have to see now if Noctowl can keep up the pacing and take out this Azumarill here. We're going to check it out. Opponent goes for a first shield here, finally putting his shield down. I don't even think an Ice Beam is going to be enough here. Rich BGD looking for that overfarm here, knows that he needs, I think, 2 moves to KO here. And going for some pretty good move timing here as well. Going for that 2 to 3 turn move timing, something that you will definitely be able to learn by getting into that class here, going straight for the Sky Attack on the CMP, hoping that this is enough. Is the Sky Attack going to be enough to KO? Not quite. Is the Ice Beam going to be enough to KO? That is now the question. Can Noctowl withstand the Ice Beam? Almost. Can it withstand a bubble? Yes, it can with 1 HP, taking that game. Good game. Getting into the next battle here, we've got Salazzle versus a Decidueye. Really, really nice lead here. And the opponent swaps into a double. Going to go immediately for the Poison Fang and probably look to dip into something, although this is kind of a risky dip, to be completely honest here. So we're going to have to see what Rich decides to do. It goes into the Greedent here with the defense drop. A Body Slam could very well KO. 2 Body Slams not going to be enough coming off of this Sheep either. So going to have to see what the opponent looks to do here. Do they want to shield up a Body Slam? Do they just want to let it go? Going for 4 Mud Shots, maximum over farm here. Very nice move counting by Rich BGD here on the green. Going to be able to take out that double with the defense drop here. And now going for a Body Slam into the Annihilate. Unfortunately, not going to be enough damage to really do much. Could have probably gone for a Trailblaze there, but probably just wanted to get the damage off, which is respectable. Gonna go back into the Salazzle. Gonna have to shield up a move, as pretty much any move would probably KO Salazzle from this point. Actually, yeah, no, we're going to see the Poison Fang come out. This is going to increase the amount of Incinerate damage being done to the Annihilate. And the opponent's going to swap back in to their Leafage. Is that Leafage? No, it's Astonish. They got Astonish on the Decidueye, and that Poison Fang is going to hurt almost enough damage. And we're just sitting in the back. And Noctowl is just like, come on, bro. Do something. He doesn't care. Going for the Spirit Shackle here, and then Noctowl is going to be able to come in and pretty much clean up this game here, as the opponent would need at least, I think, 3 Ice Punches to get through both the shield and knock out the Noctowl. Gonna put up a shield just in case it's gonna be a damaging move, and gonna be able to get this farm down here as the opponent decides to basically concede here. So, good game. Oh, transition didn't fire off. Oh well. Getting into the next battle. Oh, it's a Scavalier, and the Scavalier is gonna get destroyed. Now, gonna be able to go for the Poison Fang here before the opponent's able to get to a single move, and then easily swap out. I think you swap into Greedent at this point. Yep, because that super effective fast move damage coming from the Greedent here is going to make it real difficult for Dedenne to have any chance at winning this matchup. Going to be able to go for a body slam here. Could even go for a Trailblaze if we wanted to. But probably better that Rich is not going to throw right away, as trying to give that SCAV as little farm as possible here so they can't go for a drill run against Salazzle. Really nice play here, letting the opponent throw that second move, and now we're going to be able to just get a body slam off for some chip damage before the Greedent goes down. So now the Salazzle gets to keep alignment, and Noctowl into Escavalier really isn't that bad. So opponent now comes in with a, I love it, Skelecroc. Coming in with the Skeledirge here, going to go straight for the boom. Going to go for the body, or they're going to go for the Dragon Pulse. The opponent does shield up, unfortunately. Now they do have no shields remaining, and the Salazzle gets to the next. Oh man, is this a Dragon Pulse? Oh, no shield. That's fine. Putting 2 shields in the Noctowl is the safe play, but man, would I have wanted to see that Dragon Pulse land. Boy, that would have been a treat. So be able to get into this move here, shielding up a potential, or it's not even potential, shielding up a Disarming Voice, because Skeledirge typically runs Shadow Ball, which they're not going to throw at the Noctowl. Double shielding here, going to get to 2 charge moves just about. Opponent swaps in the Escavalier, about to catch cup these hands. Sky Attack going to bring the Escavalier low, but it isn't going to be able to be enough to take it out. Going to be able to get a move off here, and now we are going to see the opponent get just taken out. This is Wing Attack's just going to take it out. And then in comes Skelecroc to take a Shadow Ball, and that's going to be all she wrote. Good game.
Boom!
Getting into the next battle here, we are going to have an Alolan Ninetales. Oh, this is a good one. And in comes the Dragonair. Gonna have to bring in the bulky Noctowl here to see if we can win this matchup. I actually don't know if Dragonair win. It probably does win the 2 shields, given how much HP is missing already from the excuse me, that is missing already from the Noctowl. But we're gonna have to see which of these trainers is willing to give up both shields here. It looks like Noctowl definitely willing to put 2 shields down to try and maintain switch advantage here. Makes a lot of sense. Now we're gonna have to see if the opponent's Dragonair is happy enough with 2 shields, but they are. But is that going to be enough? Is now the opponent's Ninetales could farm this down. I don't think that, unless, no, they're running Psyshock, so that would definitely be enough to make a dent in a Salazzle here. But the opponent immediately swaps into Crocalor, almost like Crocorock, goodness. Crocalor here, and Greedent actually not going to be too bad into this, but the opponent is, oh, they're going to get farmed down at this rate. Opponent's going to have a lot of body slams to contend with in a moment here, folks. Let's see what happens here as the opponent's Crocalor goes for the crunch. No defense drop and getting almost a full farm down here. And crunch is the most damaging move this thing has. So that's not going to be enough to KO. And I'm pretty sure Greedent can go for 2 body slams here pretty easily. Going for that 1 mud shot for the extra energy and the damage here. Only going to be able to get to 1 more, though, unfortunately. So going to go for it right away to prevent any damage registration issues that could potentially take out the Greedent before the move goes through. And that's going to be the shield. Now, the opponent able to get to a move. Is it going to be the Dez, or is it going to be the Psyshock? Yeah, it's a Psyshock. Good game. Getting into our next battle here, we are going to have a Skarmory on the lead. Love to see it. Opponent comes in with a gigantic Annihilate here. And Noctowl should be able to come in after this Poison Fang goes off. Opponent might not. No, it looks like you don't shield that, right? No, the opponent's going to come. Our opponent's going to have to throw Ice Punches at this Noctowl, but as we've noticed, you need at least 2 to knock out, plus the counters. It's not going to be quite enough. I don't even know if they're going to get to another one. Nope, fully farmed down. Not going to be able to deal with that. But now the Skarmory is going to come in, and it does resist the flying type damage, but not the ghost type damage from Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is going to do quite a lot of damage, as it is a Shadow Skarmory. Going to be able to go for another Shadow Ball here after that nice farm down on the Annihilate, and that's going to make the opponent want to shield or just straight up lose their Skarmory. Goodness. We can go in and get the Incinerate off. The opponent will not have any Pokemon left aside from the one in the back, meaning that Salazzle can just go through this Wigglytuff like nobody's business. I love it. Get bent, Wiggles. No, sir. Incinerate yourself right on out of this house. Yes, please. Good game. Thank you very much. All right. Wigglytuff is pretty good in this meta, though, I will say. Another Skarmory lead, getting it again. Let's see what the opponent... I'm sorry, they running the same team as another... It's not the big one, though. It's not the big one. I was the big one, man. That was it. I wanted to see the big one. That was great. I loved the fact that we had the giant one. All right, so now we are going to have to see the same thing pretty much play over again on repeat. Going to get the full farm down. So this is a nice thing about having these opportunities for... You know, you have similar matchups, right? You get to learn these matchups and play them out. Rich is playing this out the exact same way because he found a way that works the first time and says, I'm going to do it the exact same way the second time. And that's one thing that can help you if you're struggling to climb is when you see a specific situation and you play it out and it works, continue to play it out the same way every time until something doesn't work and you can adjust. Because being able to consistently keep doing the same thing that works for you is really going to be what's important here. An opponent is going to go for that Mud Bomb right away, trying to get that Salazzle, but instead they get the Greedent, and Greedent's got Trailblazed for that one shot. It's going to be up to the opponent to see if they decide to shield this. Is the Body Slam bait going to be enough to get a shield, or is the opponent just going to say, there's no way he's running Trailblaze, right? There's no way he's running Trailblaze, right? Opponent's going to let this go, right?
Boom!
It went through! And we're good. Body Slam. Not, well, at this point, you probably just go with the Salazzle, honestly. You just let it go. Give Salazzle that shield and let it roast through the rest of this team as it's just sitting there. Salazzle. Salazzle. It's just sitting there. It knows what it's doing. Gonna be able to roast that birdie down from the sky. It's a good game. Getting into the next battle here. We've got an Azumarill on the lead. Not a great lead by any means. Probably immediately... No, staying in. Not going to swap to the Greedent. I was expecting to swap to the Greedent. Going to go for that Poison Fang for some chip damage first. Then maybe swap to the Greedent. Opponent... That does a lot of damage. What do we do? Huh? How does that do so much damage? Salazzle, you fiend. Salazzle's going for a shield. Oh, man. Salazzle's going in for the shield, going in for the kill, man. This is going to do a lot of damage. I mean, these do a lot of damage. Salazzle's incredibly attack weighted. Being able to get even shields now, the opponent is, man, is Greedent the way here? I thought Greedent would have been the way. Just immediately swap into the Greedent, try and get a farm on something, and then just completely Poison Fang the face off of this Azumarill, getting almost the full farm. I think we could have got that full farm down there. That was very close, but still good move counting by Rich to make sure that that opponent is not able to get to a move. And here comes Gligar. Don't know what's in the back yet. This is still risky because we have Mudshot Greedent and the Noctowl is getting extremely low. Got to see what the opponent's got in the back here. Now going for this Greedent. Greedent, are you going to be able to make anything happen here, buddy? I don't know. Arrow. Sometimes I really love the transitions. They're either really cool or they're kind of funny, and that one was kind of funny. And if you saw it, you saw it. You're probably going to see it again. I'm not going to bring it up. Oh no. Well, if you missed it, you missed it. Then too bad, so sad. That was great. All right, let's see what the opponent's got in the back. It's a fake. Oh no, it's the fake dude. Is this going to get the shield? Is this going to get the shield? The opponent doesn't shield. Please fast move it down. Is it gonna? Let's go, dude. That was a tie, I think, but that's okay. We take those. Good game. Oh, Abomasnow. Hello, friend. Have you seen Salazzle? Trainer, you. I thought they were literally about to stay in, but no. Some trainers, what they'll do, because they can get one Powder Snow in without taking the damage, so get a nice energy lead for later. But in comes the Noctowl, and Noctowl is going to put a ton of pressure on the Abomasnow. Even though it has that Ice-type damage, it's still going to have to deal with the Flying-type damage from Noctowl. If you guys saw my video the other day on Shadow Abomasnow in this Catch Cup meta, you saw that Gligar was able to put an insane amount of pressure on it, and this Noctowl is no different. Being able to do Fast Move and being able to do both Fast Move and Charge with Flying type damage really puts a lot of pressure, and the opponent is forced to throw instead of being able to go for their farm down out of fear of getting to another move. Now, they are running Icy Wind here. This is good to know. The opponent has the Whiscash, Daddy. He's going for the Dragon Pulse. Oh, please. Please, Rich, let this land. The opponent doesn't shield it. Comes in with the Greedent, and Greedent could farm this down, but 2 shields is going to be the thing. The opponent having a ton of debuff moves here, going straight for this Body Slam. Opponent's gonna have to shield something. And they probably wait and shield the Abomasnow. No, they shield the Greedent. Okay. Or they shield the Whiscash. Interesting play here. I think I would have immediately gone into the Greedent, knowing that we have Trailblaze. That would have been a much easier thing for Greedent to handle than saving that Incinerate damage for that Abomasnow, just so that I could see what one Incinerate would do. Now it's risky because the opponent does have Icy Wind. If the first Body Slam is, it lands, but it's not going to be enough, you're still going to need 2 Body Slams to be able to KO, and you're only being able to get to 1 more charge move, I think. This is looking very dire for the Greedent here, needing now 2 charge moves to KO. Is it going to be able to get to these 2 Body Slams before the opponent gets to another Icy Wind? I don't know. Abomasnow is no slouch when it comes to damage here. They're able to get to the move. I think that the big misplay there was going for the Dragon Pulse on the Whiscash. I definitely see the play there, but I don't think it was the right one, unfortunately, but good game. Get into the next battle, Empoleon on the lead. This is looking pretty risky here. Gonna go into the Noctowl because it is technically the safer match for the opponent. That's a Frostlass. Oh, how painful. But here's the thing, folks. This Frostlass is gonna get burnt to a crisp. Or we flip switch, that's fine too. No, we're gonna go for switch advantage here. The opponent let that Shadow Ball go, and even though they have triple axle, it's not gonna matter here because Noctowl is gonna get the full farm down. Now Noctowl has the ability to go for a Shadow Ball under the Empoleon, possibly even 2 Shadow Balls if it's able to get enough energy. I don't think that Empoleon's going to be able to farm down by any means here, even though it's a Shadow and it hurts. You're still, oh, you could have got to it. I know it was there. Oh, Rich, unfortunate, but yeah, I get it, man. Going for that Sky Attack, you kind of need to, but I think that we definitely could have reached. Actually, never mind, I lied. Because that move KO'd. Never mind, I lied. All right, never mind. Rich did the right thing. Don't listen to me. I'm a fool and I'm a bozo, okay? Opponent's going to go for the Hydro Cannon. This is going to hurt. Going to go for the Body Slam now with the Greedent, trying to take out this Empoleon quite desperately here. The opponent may have an answer in the back to the Salazzle. Another one. Oh, no. Putting it all in the back of Salazzle. What does the opponent have in the back? They have a Skeledirge. This is looking really dangerous now. The only way that we can get the dub here, I think, is with this move landing. Does it land? The opponent trying to call a Poison Fang bait and realizes that all is lost. Good game. Getting into the next battle here. Another Shadow Skarmory. We love to see it. Yes, we do. Opponent comes in with the Gligar and immediately going for that Poison Fang when we get it to lower the defense. This is a tactic that is extremely potent in most games. You have something that gets to Poison Fang in 10 turns. That's pretty good, I would have to say. Now, Rich is probably going to look to use a similar strategy here with his, with the Noctowl. I'm not making fun of it, man. It's just funny to me. I don't know why, but it's just funny. I just think about it. This is funny. Gonna load up on a bunch of energy and try to make sure we can get to a Shadow Ball here, but unfortunately overfarming a bit much, and somehow Gligar does manage to win CMP against Noctowl. I guess I didn't realize it was possible, but hopefully, with one more Wing Attack, able to get to the Shadow Ball before the Shadow Skarmory can farm down. But no, the opponent comes in with an Azumarill. Interesting choice here, leaving the switch advantage now up to Rich. The opponent came in, well, I mean, he's getting switch advantages regardless, but able to put the green on the Azumarill. I think this would have happened regardless. Really nice move timing here by Rich, going for that Trailblaze now, which is going to make this green a lot more dangerous now, and the opponent probably just now realizes it. Gonna go for the extra Mud Shot here as the opponent looks to fire off a move on alignment, letting a whole Mud Shot through. Ice Beam not gonna do enough here, going for the Body Slam. This is now a risky thing for the opponent. I see the win condition written all over the place here. Save 2 shields for Salazzle. That's it. Roast the birdie. Send him to the pits. Send him to the pits. Bring the birdie down. We love bringing the birdie down. Going for 2 more Incinerates here. And the opponent only going to be able to get to 1 charge move. Now, unfortunately, the Azumarill is going to do a lot of damage with these bubbles, but not enough to be able to deal with these 2. Ooh, you just get to 2 Poison Fangs, please. No, Salazzle! Leaving it all up to Greedent now, even though Salazzle is the featured Pokemon. Rich making the smart decision to let the Greedent handle the rest of this game, even though, man, I'm sad. Going for the Trailblaze for the KO, though, in this final charge move of the final game of this set. That was a great showcase of— Wait! Okay, no, he's got a shield. Never mind. Dude. It's been a long day. I forgot he had a shield, okay? Oh, that was fun, though. Appreciate you submitting the battles here, Rich. If you want to go ahead, trainers, and submit some battles to the channel for shoutcasting of your own, you can go ahead and find a link in the comments, in the pinned comment description, as well as links to the Patreon YouTube membership to join my Discord, where you can get access to a goated community that's going to be doing a ton of raids this weekend globally, doing remote raids for, Dialga, Palkia, Origin Form, for Global Tour, as well as an awesome place to get early tips, meta-analysis, teams from myself before they hit YouTube, as well as teams from the community. And you also get a discount on coaching by being part of the Discord. And if you want to get coaching, you can find that link to Metafy in the description of the pinned comment as well. I'm going to leave it to you guys for this one. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.